So what does 2024 have in stock for Proptech and for fifthwall, and what does the future hold? I did this last year, and I think a lot of what I said last year holds true, but I have some revisions on it. I think the single most important thing for early stage companies is runway and cash. The primacy of cash and cash on your balance sheet in the bank account that you can actually spend to extend your runway is absolutely critical. Every company in the startup world, in the Proptech ecosystem, is confronting this, which is how do we extend our runway? And the reasons are obvious, which is that equity today, raising equity, outside capital for a loss-making business is more expensive than ever because valuations have come in and multiples are lower. So the ability of an entrepreneur and a leadership team to just extend the runway and preserve cash is absolutely critical. I do not think you can overstate that point. And I think that is going to become more apparent and more important over the course of 2024, even more so than it was in 2023. Related to that, the second point is because cash is king right now, companies that have cash and have runway are very likely going to be consolidators of companies that don't. And I think you're going to see, much as you did last year, a lot of M&A and a lot of acquisitions in the PropTech and climate tech ecosystem. And I think the companies that actually have the ability to extend their runway and have a lot of cash are going to be able to acquire their competitors, their peers. They're going to be able to bolt on solutions in a very attractive, very cost-effective way for their business. And so I think you're going to see a lot of that. The last thing that I think is, already well underway, but is only going to accelerate, is that these two separate spheres that fifthwall has built its business through, which is PropTech, software for the real estate industry, and climate tech, which is all of the tech to decarbonize the real estate industry, hardware and software and renewable energy. Those two things are going to blend together and merge. They really are one and the same. And the reason they're one and the same is the very core of what makes fifthwall unique, which is our ability to work with these large institutional real estate owners that are looking to adopt technology. And this line between software and hardware that we identified and many investors identify isn't as apparent to these real estate owners. And so I think the overarching nomenclature is just going to be called PropTech, and it's going to be an inclusive term, but that is going to happen. 2023 was, I think, a really interesting year. It was a real inflection year for PropTech as a category. It was an acceleration year for climate tech as a category. And it was, I think, an important year for fifthwall's evolution. But I think you're going to see all of those things take place, and I'm actually really excited for it.